Welcome, good morning to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, and of course, in our pay, well, lots of the updates for you on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. If you've just joined us on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, because of course, there are the best things for you. First of all, go on with the stories that echo around the world of sports this morning. Then we'll analyze all of those situations for you here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. So if you are new to the channel, like we always do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification. First of all, subscribe to the channel, or go to the subscribe button and tap it also and subscribe to the channel, and in there also make sure you turn on the notification. So turn on notification and do choose all, so that there content baby, you are first to receive it and have it, and then watch the video. No? Also in there, if you are new to the channel, we always make sure we send a lot of comments in the comment section, so we disagree a lot over here. What I say here is not a final pick into what you think. Make sure you put it down there in the description, in the comment section. Of course, because it's important. And again, one of the things that's also important, and they say you have to share the link. Good BMO one. Make sure so be share link. In any football group, share link. Now be soon, and God bless you for doing that. So essentially, we have come back from the weekend, very, very long weekend. But those who are abroad, there was a bank holiday, more enjoy it, usually in England and somewhere in Europe. Then those in parts of Africa and in Ghana, most especially, there was the Easter festivities, from Friday up until Monday. So it's been a long time of football, long discussions that have gone on, and we're about to break everything down in the major stuff. Will start from places like Italy, where Internazionale Milan and 2-0. Excellent display from Simone Inzaghi and the team, and they've done a very, very brilliant job. I think for me, if you look at the quality in terms of financial stuff, Inter are underdogs in Italy. And I say this because look at how our Inter for Ebeldi almost scored. Remember, Lukaku could not return to Inter. They had to get Marcus Thuram, who was literally free. Players Alexis Sanchez as part of the squad players for team. Marco Arnautovic, who has literally passed his prime. He had to come in and then also come and join the depth at Inter for. Then they had to make sure they lose Andrew Onana to Manchester United when they brought good money. Definitely, you could not go into some financial battle with team into Manchester United. Inter lost Andrew Onana to Manchester United. Now, after all of that, Andrew Onana, Marcus Thuram, Marco Arnautovic, Alexis Sanchez, that one with team name, they had to make sure that some key players they keep them. I mean, all of us remember the story, the brouhaha around Romelu Lukaku, Brana, Inter for Peso Munyano. All the excuses of the moment went to member back to Inter. Now they make sure they held on to a branch of friend Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro has been very, very important to them. But even look at the midfielder, they have been one of the best in Europe this time. Look at Henrik Mkhitaryan, look at Hakan Çalhanoğlu, look at Nicolo Barella. Barella, a young guy in his prime, very exuberant, plays some good stuff. But then look at Hakan Çalhanoğlu and Henrik Mkhitaryan. Çalhanoğlu is playing as a register of that team, deep line playmaker, dictating the pace of the game, being the tempo controller outside team. But if you move away from what he does at Internazionale Milan, when he was at Roma, when he was at other team, when he was at AC Milan, he wasn't the register. He was more like an extra, and number 10, creating like a CAM, creating things for his teams. And now he has transformed his game. At the last time in an interview, Orca said he feels that he is the only midfielder in the world who has to see better than him right now, and maybe Rodrigo Cascante. And that's exactly how he feels. But that Inter team have done a yeoman's job yesterday, quality. And look at Ubitse Alejandro Bastoni, where he got that first good ball from, and he assisted to Federico Di Marco. Di Marco was literally an unknown name of Italian football, and of course in world football. But why a guy in Inter for have gone to. So it has been great stuff for Inter this season. And then Simone Inzaghi, with the quality Nokitan, was able to get a century of wins since since he started management. And for me, Simone Inzaghi has been brilliant. But I think after all the purchases, after all the planning from Beppe Marotta, and then the brilliant stuff at Inter for Nikitana, for me, the final piece of the puzzle was getting someone like Simone Inzaghi, who for me has transformed that 3-back system into what people used to think that was just a defensive way of playing. But Omana, you're more progressive. every phase of the game. They are up there in terms of quality, and then they do excellent stuff in the team. So you will give them a lot. In fact, all the credit to Simone Inzaghi and then the quality what team Eddie Amo. So for me, Inter Milan, a top team. They are top of the talent Serie A. You give them all the credit. Of course, they are getting every credit that they deserve with the team. And then we know that Inter will go very far in there. And apart from them, also in the Italian Serie A, Abrante friend Thiago Motta is doing some excellent stuff as well. Thiago has been very good with the Bologna's Bologna side. They've been very good, playing some good stuff. They are fourth in the Italian Serie A, yes, and that's not an April Fool's thing. Say, follow the work of Thiago Motta. Go and read an article in his thesis or presented to the FIGC called the Value of the Ball, and he speaks exactly of some bizarre plans, some bizarre ideas for a manager, but really getting him the results in the Italian Serie A. So you give a lot of credit to Thiago Motta, who are honestly the team winning here, and they move very high on the Italian Serie A. They are fourth now. Juventus are in a lot of trouble, but move away from the Italian Serie A, and then we'll talk about other things as well. This morning, Masa Air reports here a few other things. And first of all, the new boy Rodrigo Goes in there, and then the header of the front page of Masa, Rodrigo Goes said the new Rodrigo goes beyond rumors. He tells you, it's about Rodrigo Goes and his impact on Madrid team. If you look at how Rodrigo Goes was as a young boy when he came to Madrid side, and now a lot of responsibility have come onto his shoulder, and I think that he's delivering to the highest level, especially now that they're going to have Endrick, they're going to have himself, Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe. How is the mix going to be like? But Rodrigo Goes seems to be delivering power for Real Madrid in there, and wait to see how all of those things pan out in the German Bundesliga. Thomas Tuchel has conceded defeat to Bayer 04 Leverkusen in last weekend game on boy against Dortmund, Lucy. But see, what I like about the whole Bayern Neymar question is for once, the Bayern board is going to understand that the squad evaluation at Thomas Tuchel wasn't wrong. No matter how you put it, whether he goes or he doesn't go or whatnot, the squad evaluation for Bayern that Tuchel was spot on. Because seriously, there are a lot of issues with the Bayern squad. Most of the players have been overprotected for a very long time. Most of the players are past their prime. Most of the players have won the Bundesliga back to back. It's important that they get fresh players, young boys, hungry players. They will come to Bayern to come and get a job done. One of the things that are very important, if they are supposed to let players like Alphonso Davies go, or they should keep them. And then now pay bill, then they can come out and report it largely. Say somebody it is time say Bayern will caress their own players, and they are speaking about a former top player in there. Say he is speaking essentially. Say it is time say Bayern would have to caress their player in terms of Alphonso Davies, and Ole Hines would have to do that. Job Heykens who still have some impact on Bayern would have to do that to get him to stay in there, because he's a very important player for them. But the truth is that apparently Alphonso Davies is already in talks with Real Madrid and doesn't look like he wants to stay at FC Bayern Munich. He doesn't look like he wants to stay in Munich. He wants to move away from Munich and go away to Spain to go and apply his trade. We'll wait to see how all of those stories develop. But what is constant, what is true, is that Thomas Tuchel's squad evaluation or Yamono appears to be true, and then the right one in there. In terms of the European Golden Boot as it stands now, Harry Kane lead in there. He has about 31 goals. Kylian Mbappe 24 goals. In there, Sergio Guirassy is also in there in terms of the quality now. But who replaces Thomas Tuchel when he leaves? Is it Roberto Di Zerbi? Mind you, Roberto Di Zerbi caught him with the idea. He knows that the big boys are coming. There are big teams in there that possibly can come and take him for him to become the next manager of their team. Bayern is there, Barca is there. These are all teams that need top tactical brains to come and take over the job, both in Germany and in Spain. And what he is trying to do is that there is a release clause on the contract between 12 and 13 million. Anthony Bloom with the shame. Now he has said that he wants to go back and talk to them. He's beginning to court the fans now to let them understand that it's not a bad thing if he wants to move on. He may want to move on because he has done history at FC Brighton and Hove Albion, and he wants to take the step. It was from Shakhtar Donetsk, Brighton and Hove Albion after Sophie Krume Bayern. Now he's beginning to believe that he can do more than just being at Brighton. And then Bayern is there. Barca is there. He may want to go ahead and take those jobs. But inside of Bayern, still, after Xavi Alonso decided not to take the job, they knew that it was going to be difficult to price Xavi Alonso away. Not necessarily price, but to get him away from FC Bayern for Leverkusen. So it was never a case of Xavi gave them his word that he was going to come. They knew that there could be some change of mind. So it means that they had some list, and in that list was inclusive of Roberto De Zerbi. So they will discuss in-house about Roberto De Zerbi to become the front runner of Bayern and Jumano. We'll see how it goes. But a couple of names as well. Ruben Amorim, that's been courted by Liverpool. All of these coaches are there. We'll see how all of those ones go in the conversation. But just away from that, sort of the German Football Federation will be moving very, very closely to make sure that they sign a long-term contract with Julian Nagelsmann. Will he sign a contract? Will we sign a long-term contract? It's also something that we wait to see. Is he going to put some release clauses in there so that after the Euros, if a new club comes, he can move away and go to club football? We'll wait to see. But all of those things are up in the conversations, not over here on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Again, so subscribe here. Subscribe to the channel. Pause the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on notification. In the notification, do choose all. We want you to be the first to get all the content anytime that we put out El Hassan. Now, first of all, let's go straight. Internally at Chelsea, this is what is happening. Internally at Chelsea, this is exactly what is happening. And you see, a case of a dicey affair. Yesterday, it started from David Osteen, in an interview. Aoka said he is not aware that Chelsea for Besamo Saki Pochettino CCA. He's not aware. He's not aware. Chelsea for Besamo Saki Pochettino, he bring CCA Ekase right now that we speak. But he knows that the game is a result-oriented game. And I think for everybody, including myself, or sometimes we say we want Pochettino to be at the helm at least for the end of the season. Then Chelsea can evaluate his job. No? We always concede that the game is a result-oriented game. That job that he has is a result-oriented. That's why you are paid huge sums of money to alleviate you from whatever it was, whether it's poverty and I say again, to make sure so you are comfortable to get a job done. Indeed, a lot of people are beginning to have those reports. Now, Chelsea will about 6 games to play in the month of April. Now, in that 6 games that Chelsea won, I think about 3 of them are going to be in the English Premier League. Now, the truth is that the 9 possible points that Chelsea have up top coming, starting with Manchester United, Chelsea expect that at least Mauricio Pochettino gets 7. Means that 1 draw and 2 losses. The truth is that everybody on the Chelsea board was incensed and sad and angry. Said Chelsea could lose to Burnley. Whilst a lot of people could point to players and then they were selfish on the game, a lot of people also looked at Mauricio Pochettino and said, you are the leader of the team. Indeed, the results named back from the players that we also have to question you. We have to ask you questions with respect to what you can do if you're not doing some things right. And for me, Adia Bakoye, very, very worrying part for me. And they said Chelsea keeps conceding a lot of goals. And Pochettino focuses so much on the attack with too much verticality. Was sacrificing a lot of control from games just so he can get more goals and then insulate himself. In about the last 5 games, Chelsea consistently concede not less than 2 goals every game, which is not good. So while David Osteen did say right now, it doesn't look like Chelsea will sack Pochettino today or tomorrow. But at the end of the season, if results have not come, they may sack him. Especially when they know that the manager market is going to be a volatile one and a big one this summer. They may go ahead and then sack Mauricio Pochettino. So in April, Chelsea, Manchester United, Sheffield United away, Manchester United at home at the Bridge, Everton at home at the Bridge, then FA Cup, Manchester City at Wembley, then there's Arsenal in the APL, then there's Aston Villa. Big 6 games coming. Man United, Sheffield, Everton, Man City, Aston Villa, and then Arsenal Football Club. Big games are Basel for Chelsea. And Pochettino knows say the ball in his court, he needs to get a result. If he doesn't get results, trouble may be looming for himself and in the team. He has to make sure say results ever. So everybody will be looking at Mauricio Pochettino, Chelsea and Farage. Everybody will be looking at say, can he turn things around? Because he has to turn things around internally. This is exactly what's being discussed at our Chelsea Football Club, amongst other things. So guys, we'll get back to you at 4 p.m. later today. So if you are new, make sure it's 4 p.m. the notification is on, the new content comes in, then you enjoy it for the rest of the day. My name Fiifi-Manfred. This is Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Thank you very much. Say every time choose us. I'll see you. But until then, take care. Bye bye.